So, what are your qualifications for working with our athletes? Every yoga teacher who wants to work with athletes dreads this question from a coach or athletic director. You start mentally listing what you don't have: no sports medicine degree, no athletic training certification, maybe just a 200-hour yoga teacher training. But here's what I have learned from landing contracts with Division I teams. The answer isn't about credentials, it's about value. And I'm going to show you exactly what to say. I'm Sage Rountree, and I've been teaching athletes for over 20 years, including working with UNC's football and basketball programs for almost 2 decades. I've had this conversation dozens of times with coaches, athletic directors, and team decision makers. Today, I'm sharing the exact framework that works. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to respond when coaches ask about your qualifications, how to position your value clearly, and what language actually resonates with athletic decision makers. You'll walk into these conversations with confidence instead of defensiveness. First, understand what coaches are actually asking. They're not running a credential check per se. They're asking, can you help my athletes perform better and stay healthy? Coaches are pragmatists. They care about results, not resumes. They want to know if you understand athletic training, if you'll fit into their program, and if you can communicate effectively with athletes. They're assessing competence, not collecting degrees. When a coach asks about qualifications, what they're really asking is, do you understand what my athletes need? Can you work within our training schedule? Will what you do complement what we're already doing? Can you speak our language? Are you going to create problems or solve them? And once you understand this, you can answer in a way that addresses their actual concerns rather than defensively listing credentials. Here's the framework I use and teach. It has 3 parts: establish relevant expertise, demonstrate understanding, and clarify your role. Part 1, establish relevant expertise. Start with what you do have that's relevant. Don't apologize for what you don't have. Here's an example. I specialize in yoga for athletes with a focus on recovery, injury prevention, and mental training. I've been working with athletic populations for X years, including specific relevant experience. My background in exercise physiology helps me understand athletic training, and I design practices specifically to complement, not compete with, existing strength and conditioning programs. Notice what this does. It immediately positions you as someone who understands athletic training, it shows you have relevant experience, and it makes clear you're not going to interfere with their program. Part 2, demonstrate understanding. Show you understand their sport and their concerns. Research before the conversation. Know something about their athletes' needs. For example, I understand your runners are dealing with IT band issues and need hip mobility work. I've worked with distance runners before, and I know how to provide targeted recovery without adding fatigue to their training load. Or, I know your season is intense and your athletes are managing heavy practice schedules. The sessions I design are focused and efficient, typically 30 minutes, because I understand their time is limited and recovery is crucial. Part 3, clarify your role. Make it crystal clear how you fit into their program. My role is to provide what your athletes aren't getting elsewhere: tools for recovery, breathing techniques for performance, and practices that help them manage stress. I'm not here to change their training or add intensity. I'm here to help them recover better, stay healthier, and access their mental game. I work with your existing staff, not against them. Let me tell you how this played out when I started with the UNC football team. The strength coach called me because he had heard about my work. In our first conversation, he asked, "What's your background in athletic training?" Now, I could have panicked about not having a certified athletic trainer credential. Instead, I said, "I've been teaching yoga for 5 years with a focus on athletes. My background in exercise physiology as an endurance athlete and coach gives me an understanding of athletic bodies. I've worked with endurance athletes, runners, and recreational competitors. What I provide is recovery work and mental training, the pieces that complement what you're already doing with strength and conditioning." Then I asked him questions. What are your biggest concerns for your athletes right now? What's missing from their current program? "What do you hope yoga will provide?" He told me the athletes were exhausted, dealing with chronic tension, and needed help managing stress. Perfect. That's exactly what yoga provides. I responded, "Well, that's my specialty. I focus on teaching athletes how to recover effectively, release chronic tension, and use breathing techniques for stress management. I am not trying to be another strength coach. I'm providing tools they're not getting elsewhere." I got the job because I positioned myself clearly. I understood what they needed. I demonstrated I could provide it, and I made clear I wouldn't complicate their program. Here are specific phrases that work well in these conversations. Instead of, "I'm a yoga teacher," say, "I specialize in recovery and mental training for athletes." Instead of listing certifications, say, "I've worked with a specific population for a specific time frame, helping them specific outcomes." Instead of, "I teach yoga," say, "I provide tools for recovery, injury prevention, and mental focus that complement existing training." Instead of defending what you don't have, say, "My approach is based on exercise physiology and focuses specifically on what athletes need: balance, recovery, and mental skills." Use their language. Talk about recovery modalities, performance enhancement, injury prevention, and mental skills training. These terms resonate with coaches because they are the language of athletic training. If you want the complete system for landing clients with athletic programs, including pitch scripts, follow-up templates, and exactly what to say in every situation, that is precisely what I cover in my course, Teaching Yoga to Athletes. To get you started, I've put together a free workshop called How to Double Your Income Teaching Yoga to Athletes, where I walk you through the approach and show you what's possible. The link is in the description below. Remember, when coaches ask about your qualifications, they're really asking whether you can help their athletes. Answer that question clearly by establishing relevant expertise, demonstrating understanding of their needs, and clarifying your role as a complement to their existing program. You do not need a wall of certifications. You just need clarity about your value and confidence in communicating it. If this gave you confidence for those conversations, please like this video and subscribe for more business strategies for yoga teachers. Drop a comment. What's the scariest question you worry coaches might ask you? Let's address it.